Hello, good morning. Ayan, welcome back. So our lesson for today is all about prepare the list of source of gross income from compensation and gross income from business and the corresponding personal and additional deductions. So as you heard, our subject or our topic for today, it is quite confusing, right? But then, as we go through step-by-step process, no, in computing our total or the gross compensation and the total business income, madali lang siya. By the way, I'm Teacher Angie again. Ayun. So, dahil naka-MDL pa tayo, pagtsagaan nyo muna yung boses ko online. Okay, so let us discuss the gross income from compensation. Okay, when we say compensation, that is our what? Income generated from our salary. Okay, or income we earn from our salary. Okay, or ito yung nakuha natin na pera from our sahod. Okay. So, income earned by individual as an employee. Ano? Wala kang other income, kundi doon lang sa iyong ipinasok. Okay. So, when we say basic salary or wages, this is the regular pay for the services rendered. For example, ang basic mo for the day or every per day, I rather, is 800. Okay? So, yung 800 na yon na sweldo mo sa bawat araw, kailangan mong mag-provide ng services ng 8 hours. So, yun yung basic pay. Okay. Kapag ikaw ay nag-work ng 10 hours, meaning to say, meron kang sobrang oras na na-provide or na-serve. So, anong tawag mo doon sa 2 hours na sobra? So, that is what we call the overtime pay. Okay? Kasi yung 800 na yon para lang yon sa 8 hours. Nagtrabaho ka, sinipag ka, no? Sinipag ka, nakatrabaho ka ng 10 hours. So, meaning to say, may matatanggap kang additional compensation for work done beyond 8 hours. So, yun yung 2 hours mo. What if holiday like Christmas, New Year, dahil sobrang sipag mo, nagtrabaho ka. So, makakatanggap ka ng holiday pay. Additional pa din yun sa 800 mo. 'Di ba meron ka, for example, December 25. That is regular holiday. Okay? Pumasok ka. Dahil pumasok ka ng holiday, bukod sa basic mo na 800, babayaran ka pa ng another 800 dahil nga nag-serve ka pa or nag-provide ka pa ng services mo kahit holiday. So, meaning to say, sa December 25 na yan, hindi lang 800 ang sahod mo, kundi 1,800, 1,600. Okay, yun yung mga para sa regular holiday. Halimbawa naman, holiday, hindi ka pumasok kasi tinatamad ka. Meron kayong gathering sa bahay ninyo because Christmas, that is your time for family reunion or family day. So, hindi ka pumasok. May bawas ba yung sahod mo? Wala. Okay? Still babayaran ka ng company dahil that is holiday. Okay, yung night shift differential. Okay, usually ang meron neto, usually yung mga guards, kasi meron silang tinatawag na night duty, tsaka morning duty. So, yung night shift differential, may additional. Kung ang basic mo 800, yung night shift differential mo, magkakaroon ka pa ng dagdag sa 800. Ano naman yung hazard pay? Okay, yung hazard pay, for example, security guard. Pinag-duty mo siya sa delikadong post. Okay, pag sinabing post, yung pagpupostehan mo, yung pagbabantayan mo. Okay, yung jurisdiction or the vicinity na kailangan mong i-take care. Okay? Medyo delikado. Maraming mga, kumbaga, fault line. Ayun. Merong fault line. So, hazardous yung lugar na yon. So, kumbaga, delikado yung buhay mo. So, meron yung additional compensation na pinoprovide ang batas. Ayun. So, commission and bonuses or incentive payment. Okay, for example, ikaw ay isang sales personnel, naabot mo yung quota mo, aside from the 800 na matatanggap mo per day, meron ka pang additional compensation kapag nakapagbenta ka ng more than your quota. So, for example, 10%, nakabenta ka ng 100,000. As per your agreement, kapag nakabenta ka ng 100,000, magkano ang commission mo? 10%. So, what is the 10% of 100,000? Very easy to compute. That is 10,000 pesos. Okay. Kung meron kang per day na 800, pumasok ka ng 20 days, ikaw ay mayroong how many? 16,000 na sahod. Plus your commission or bonus na 10,000. So, meron kang total compensation of um, 26,000. So, ganun guys. Kapag nag-compute ka ng gross, ibig sabihin ng gross kabuuan, wala ka pa doong deduction. Okay? Yung kabuuan mong sahod. Okay? So, ito yung pwedeng mong maging sources ng iyong salary. Basic, overtime, holiday, night shift, hazard pay, commission, and bonuses, and other pay salaries na pinuprovide ng mga ayun, ng mga employer. Okay, so ano lang to, no, na-enjoy lang ito. Usually, kapag ikaw ay regular employee. Kasi yung mga provisionary, sometimes, ayun, hindi pinag-OT, hindi pinapapasok ng holiday pay. Pag holiday, wag kang papasok kasi iniiwasan nila na magbayad ng doble. Ayun. So, kapag hindi ka pa regular, hindi ka kasama sa pag-compute ng commission. Okay, may mga ganon. Lalo na kapag dati kami noon sa Makati, no, meron kaming profit sharing. Ayun. Kapag hindi ka regular, so wala kang share. Okay, so ganon. So, kapag hindi ka pa regular, wala ka ding bonus. Okay, so kapag ang employer mo ay generous, ayun. O kaya naman, kahit hindi generous, kapag nakakaluwag-luwag ang company, no, maraming na-earn na profit, so, nagbibigay sila ng mga other benefits, cash benefits. So, that is included in computing your gross income. So, in short, lahat ng natatanggap mo from your employer, you have to total it down in order for you to get the gross total. Okay. So, pag sinabi natin gross, once again, walang deduction. Okay, next is, ayun, income earned by an individual as an employee, again, that is your gross income. So, ano pa ang pwede nating makuha from your company? Okay, yung iba, kapag sobrang generous talaga, nagbibigay sila ng allowances. So, ano yung allowances? So, in top up of your basic salary and top up of your commission and other pay, nagbibigay pa yung company. Like, for example, binibigyan ka ng meal allowance or representation allowance. Okay. The next is transportation allowance. So, merong subsidy ang company. Lalo na kapag medyo malayo, no? Medyo malayo yung bahay ninyo. So, naawa yung iyong boss kasi ang layo-layo mo, traffic ka pa. So, nagbibigay sila ng transportation allowance. Okay. Clothing allowances. Ayan. So, nagbibigay din yung iba. Next is 13-month pay. Ito, hindi to discretion ng company, no, yung pagbibigay ng 13-month because this is a mandatory benefit of the employee. Ano, kahit regular ka o hindi ka regular, makakatanggap ka ng 13-month once na meron kang employer. So, sabi dito, taxable if exceeding 90,000 as per train law. Okay, honoraria and fees. Okay. Itong honoraria and fees, no, usually kapag sinabi natin honorarium, ano to? Okay, sahod to from government agencies, no. O kaya naman mga non-profitable organization. So, yun yung tawag. Hindi basic pay, kundi honorarium. Okay, honoraria and other fees. So, payment for the services rendered outside regular duties. Okay, so may iba pa siyang tawag. Kapag halimbawa, yung company ninyo, inutusan ka Okay, pumunta ka sa Davao para um, i-meet mo yung client natin. Okay. So, aside from your basic pay and allowances, meron ka pang other duties na na-provide, no, outside sa iyong company or out of town. Pwede pa silang magbigay ng honoraria. Okay. So, that's it. Next is monetized leave credit. Okay, sa mga regular employees, no, meron yung company binibigay na 5 days sick leave, 5 days vacation leave. Okay, and every year yon or in one whole year round. Okay, kapag hindi mo siya nagamit, kasi minsan, dahil meron ka namang leave, pwede ka umabsent. Absent ka pero wala kang salary deductions. So, you are late pero hindi ka binabawasan ng sahod. Nagkasakit ka, hindi ka binawasan ng sahod. Dahil meron kang 10 days na leave. Ngayon, kapag hindi mo yun naubos, pagdating ng December, hindi mo naubos, pwede mo siyang i-convert into cash. Ika-cash mo siya sa company. Pero may mga company kasi may policy na hindi ka pwedeng mag-convert into cash ng iyong SLVL or sick leave and vacation leave. Hindi ka pwedeng in cash. Ang gagawin mo, forcible leave. So, ibig sabihin, kahit hindi mo naman kailangan mag-leave, kailangan mo talagang mag-leave. No, hindi mo kailangan magbakasyon, pero kailangan mong magbakasyon. Kailangan mo i-consume yung credit na meron ka for the year. Kasi pag hindi mo siya nagamit, mag-expired na siya. Hindi mo siya pwedeng gamitin the next or the following year. So, that is also depending on the policy of the office or by the company kung saan ka nag-work. Okay? So, French benefits for managerial employees subject to French benefit tax. Okay. So, kapag ikaw ay manager at sobrang generous ang iyong company, so nagbibigay pa sila ng additional benefits. So, ang tawag doon ay French benefits and that is subject for taxes. Okay. So, ano ba yung mga personal and additional deductions from compensation? Kasi kapag nag-compute tayo ng tax due, bakit ko to dinidiscuss? Kasi tuturuan ko kayo kung paano mag-compute ng tax due. Okay. Kapag magko-compute ka ng tax due, hindi po pwedeng magko-compute ka ng iyong taxable income from your gross. Okay? Kailangan nating ibawas muna yung ating SSS, PhilHealth, pag-ibig contributions, and the personal exemption. And also, kapag meron kang absences at meron kang late, kapag hindi nabawas doon sa yung gross, so ibabawas mo yun. Okay. So, paano nga ba mag-compute ng ating taxes from our compensation? Okay. So, meron tayo ditong tax table kung saan natin ibibase yung pag-compute natin ng tax. Sabi dito sa tax table, kapag ang sahod mo daw ay not over 250,000, please be reminded guys, this table is for annual computation of your tax. Okay, kapag ang sahod mo daw na taxable remember taxable, meaning yung gross minus deduction, equal to taxable. Okay, kapag hindi daw sumobra ng 250,000, ikaw ay mayroong tax na 0. So, wala kang babayaran ng tax. Pero, kung nagkaroon ka daw ng 250,000 more than or above na taxable income, pero hindi naman daw sumobra sa 400, so ang gagawin dyan, yung excess sa 250, i-compute ng 15%. Yun yung tax due mo. Okay? Kung ang sahod mo naman daw ay 400,000, tapos, hindi naman daw over ng 800,000. So, sa 400,000 na sahod mo, ay meron ka ng tax na 22,500. Okay? Plus 20% of the excess. Halimbawa, ang salary mo ay 450,000. Okay? So, sa 450,000, sa 400 mo na salary, meron ka ng 22,500. So, ilan pa yung kukumputin natin? Yung 50,000. Okay, yung 50,000, ita-times mo daw sa 20%. So, ilan ang 20% ng 50,000? So, that is 10,000. Tama ba? 20% ng 50,000. So ang iyong tax for the whole year ay 22,500 plus 20,000. So, ang tax due mo for the whole or for the whole year, rather, ay 42,500. Okay, so ganun ang paggamit ng table na to. Next is, for example, ang sahod mo naman daw ay 800 and above, but not over 2 million. Ang tax mo is 102,500 plus 25%. Okay, so paano natin kukumputin yon? For example, ang sahod mo naman ay 850,000. Magkano ang tax due mo? Ay, sorry. Ang taxable mo ay 850,000. So, magkano ang tax due mo? Okay. So, sa 800,000, meron ka ng 102,500. Since 850 yung sahod mo, yung excess daw, ay i-multiply mo into 25%. So, ilan ang 25% ng 50,000? That is 12,500. So, magkano ang total tax due mo? 102,500 plus 12,500, that is 115,000. Okay. If your taxable income is 2 million but not over 8,000, magkano ang iyong sahod, magkano ang iyong tax due if ang iyong taxable income ay 2,050,000. Okay, so ganito yon. Sa 2 million mo, meron ka agad na 450,500 na tax. Yung excess pa na 50,000, i-compute mo sa 30%. Tapos i-add mo sa 402,500. So kapag 8 million ang sahod mo and above, ito yung iyong tax due. Okay, halimbawa, ang iyong tax due ay taxable income pala, sorry. Ang iyong taxable income ay 8,100,000. Okay, automatic, sa 8 million mong salary, meron ka ng 2,202,500. Plus yung 100 na excess ng 8 million is 35%. So, 35,000. So, bale, ang magiging tax due mo ay 2,237,500. Kung medyo mabilis yung pag-discuss ko, please paki-replay nyo na lang po yung video. Okay, hindi ko mapigilan na masyadong mabilis yung pag-discuss ko dahil wala akong kausap kundi walang. Okay. So, next is, so I have here the example. So, let us compute. So, how to compute income tax from compensation. I'll show you on how to compute your tax due. Okay. So, meron ako ditong basic pay, 360,000. O, kapag 360,000 ang sahod ko sa isang buong taon, magkano ang monthly ko? Ayun, 30,000. Kasi 360,000 divided by 12, that is 30,000. Okay. So, 360,000 yung sahod ko for the whole year. And then, my 13-month pay is also 30,000. And my allowances or allowance is 5,000. My total gross pay for the whole year is 395,000. Okay. So, sa 395,000, yan na ba yung magiging basis ko in computing my tax due? Hindi pa. So, you have to less. Magkano ba yung iyong SSS share? Okay, sa isang buong taon, yung SS share ko ay 23,760. Papaano po yan, Ma'am Bindisyo, kinukompute? Paano ka nag-arrive sa 23,760? Okay, sample na amount lang yan. Pero, if you wanted to check the final SSS contribution, you have to look for the SSS table. Kasi meron doong table. Halimbawa, ang sahod mo ay 10,000, ito yung iyong SSS contribution. Kapag 10,500 to 11,500, this is your, what do you call this? This is your SSS deduction. Okay. Sa PhilHealth, ganun din. Okay. 6,000 for example, ang isa kong buong taon. Ang Pag-ibig contribution ko ay 2,400. So, ang total deduction ko sa isang buong taon ay 32,160. So, that is the total deductions na ibabawas ko sa 395. So, magiging ilan na lang po ang aking taxable income. So, meron akong 360 to 840. Okay, dyan na ba magtatapos? Hindi pa. Kasi may ibabawas pa tayong 13-month and other benefits. Okay. Ang 13-month mo is 30,000. Your other benefits is 5,000. Kasi according to the train law, pwede ka, exempted daw ang iyong 13-month and other benefits. No? Meron kang exemption ng maximum of 90,000. 35,000 yan. Ayun. 90,000. So, dahil hindi naman umabot sa 90,000 yung 13-month mo and other benefit like allowance mo, so, yun lang yung ibabawas mo. So, 360 to 840 less 35,000, ha? Kasi tandaan nyo, ha, yung 13-month and other benefits, meron kang exemption, which is the 90,000 according to train law. If you wanted to read or research more and to know more, so, basahin ninyo yung train law. Char. Okay, so your net taxable income now is 327,840. So, this is now the time na titingin na kayo sa inyong tax table. Okay. Sorry. Si 327,840, yun yung inyong yun yung inyong taxable income. Okay, tingnan na natin. Si 327 ba ay below 250? Hindi, mas mataas. So, ibig sabihin, hindi ka zero tax or meron kang babayarang tax. Si 327 ba ay more than 250 but not over 400? Yes. Okay, so sa 327, bawasin mo yung 250,000. So, magkaano na yon? 327, sundan ninyo ako, no? Kasi hindi ko na na-flash. 327,840 minus 250,000. Okay, so ang sagot doon ay 77,840. So, kung since ang 250,000 ay zero yung tax, so sa 77,840 ka lang magmumultiply into 15%. Okay, so times 0.15. Ilan ang tax due ko? 11,676. Okay. So, what if, ma'am? For example, yung 13-month pay ko, dahil generous ang aking boss, instead na 30,000 ang ibigay niya sa aking 13-month, dinagdagan niya, binigyan niya ako ng 100,000 kasi daw yung 70,000 ay bonus ko. Other benefits. Okay? So, binigyan niya pa ako ng another, kunwari, 65 na lang. Bawasan natin, kunwari. 65,000. So, meaning to say, yung 13-month and other benefits ko is 100,000. Kasi dinagdagan niya, masyado siyang mabait. So, paano ko po ito kukumputin? Okay. So, ang ililes mo dito, anak, ay 90 lang. Kahit 100 yon. Kasi 90 lang ang maximum. So, saan mapupunta yung 10? Okay. Magiging siyang taxable. Okay? So, kahit na anong mangyari, maximum talaga is 90,000. Kaya kahit sobrang laki pa yan, maging 200 pa yung 13-month pay mo, walang problema. Maging 200,000 man yung iyong bonus, walang problema. Basta pag sa compute ng tax, 90 lang talaga ang ililes mong exemption. Okay? 90,000 lang. Okay na? Okay. So, I have here your activity number 2, no, para sa ating MDL, ayons. Number 1, Rico earns 60,000 monthly as an engineer and receives a 120,000 annual bonus. His total monthly contributions are 3,000. So, ang sinasabi ditong contributions, yun na yun. SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig. Ito na yung total niya, 3,000 sa buong taon. Only 90,000 of his bonus is tax exempt under train law. Now, compute Rico's annual taxable income and income tax due. Okay. Number 2 naman, Eileen is a manager earning 100,000 monthly and pays 5,000 in monthly mandatory deductions. When we say monthly mandatory deductions, that is your SSS, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig deduction. Okay? Pag sinabing monthly, so Meaning to say, you have to multiply it by 12 pa in order for you to get the annual. Okay? Kasi yung tax table na pinresent ko ay pang-annual yon. So, you have to compute the salaries for annual. Ha? Huwag niyong kakalimutan. And she receives a 13-month pay of 100,000. Guys, ang 13-month pay ha, sa mga private companies, isang beses lang sila nagta 13-month. Okay. Kapag meron man nangyari, 14-month na yon. Kapag may isa pa. Kapag dalawa silang na beses, no? Hindi na 13th month, 14th month na ang tawag doon. Char. Okay, so ano yung required? Compute Eileen's annual taxable income and income tax due. Okay. So, you have to compute lang. No? And then, saan nyo isusulat sa inyong yellow paper? And, isasubmit nyo sa akin sa Monday. Okay? So, that's all for our today's lesson. Goodbye, class. See you again tomorrow.